Hi students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I'm streaming to you from beautiful Budapest here in Central Europe. I hope everybody has had a fantastic week so far and is looking forward to a great weekend. Hi Gorky, hi Marjona, Annie, Larjint, Jean Sir. Nice to see many students in the class already, ready to learn. IELTS listening today, we're looking at Band 9 for Part 3 and Part 4, and I will tell you some of the steps needed to get to that goal. This is a continuation from yesterday's Part 1 and Part 2. If you missed that, no worries. You can check that out later. It's on our channel from yesterday's live streaming classes. Hi, Sundar Singh. Hi, Ritesh. Nice to see all of you. Students, as usual, this lesson presented to you by aehelp.com. That's academicenglishhelp.com for help with the academic IELTS. Check us out there. And for the general IELTS, visit us at gieltshelp.com. That's generalieltshelp.com. On both of our websites, we have lots and lots of listening practice for you, as well as help with the reading, writing, and speaking sections. This is the academic version here with the blue background. You can click that big red button to join. This is the general version with the green background. You can click that red button to join. We're an official British Council IELTS test registration center in Saudi Arabia. We are certified British Council agents. We're here to help you reach your goal. Hi, Carolina. Hi, Abhishek. Nice to see your members coming into the class. And again, everyone, we have some new Instagram profiles for you to follow. IELTS_AE help for academic IELTS and G IELTS help for general IELTS. On our Instagram pages, you will find daily videos, vocabulary, you will find success stories, and lots more references. Okay, so lots and lots for you there. To promote our Instagram page, we're giving a discount code INSTA25 to get a 25% discount on our websites. So make sure to use that when you're signing up for the premium package. If you have a question, just send me an email, adrian@aehelp.com. Mohammed Azad, good to see you in the class. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. All right, we'll get going with listening section 3 in just a moment. Remember tomorrow, members, question and answer session. So Q&A tomorrow. You'll have a chance, members, to ask me any questions about the IELTS or English that you wish. And then speaking part 3 for everyone. Okay. All right. Let's get into our speaking practice. We'll do speaking part 3. Now it's called part 3 from 2020. They don't say section anymore. That's a bit confusing. It's part 3. So this is a conversation between a student and a professor. The student goes to visit the professor. We remember this yesterday when we took a quick peek at this topic. And we're going to listen. Don't put your answers into the chat. Please wait until the end. Share your answers later to give everybody a fair chance. I'm going to darken the screen a little bit. There's a question that's kind of, the background's a bit bright, so I'm going to go fairly dark here so that you can see it. Let me just double check and make sure you can see that form. Okay, let's see. Everybody see that? Yeah, it looks good. Looks like you can see that. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, that's right. Good memory, Mohammed. Part 4 is going to be about the T-Rex. That's right. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to play the audio through my headset. If you have a headset as well and you have your volume turned up, you should be fine. Okay, so here we go, everyone. We're just going to hop over to our web page here. Let's get into the academic website by clicking on your student account. And then in your student account, amongst all the other goodies, videos interactive courses, you have your IELTS audio CDs, and there you will find in CD2, section 2. All right, everyone, here we go. Get ready to listen and answer.
Now turn to section 2.
Sorry, just a sec. On section 2. There we go.
Now turn to section 3. Take some time to look at questions 21 to 26. Listening section 3. You will hear a student and her professor talking about their class. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 26.
Come in, Laura.
Thanks a lot for making the time to see me, Professor Gorman. As I mentioned in my email, I've been very ill this past week, and missing the first week of school is not a good way to start the term.
Indeed, it's not a very good start at all, but I think you can overcome it. You had a good grade in my course last term, and I'm sure this absence is just a bump in the road as far as this term goes. Now, what would you like to discuss?
Well, I don't even have a syllabus, so maybe you could give me one and then we could go over it in some detail.
Yes, that would be sensible. Let me grab your syllabus. Here you go. As you see, the class meets each Monday and Thursday from 10 to 11:30 in room A of the Juliet building. Do you know where that is?
Yes, the Juliet building is right next to the Student Union building, correct?
Yes, that's right. Okay, so next are my office hours. I hold them each Monday and Wednesday from 2:30 to 4 in the afternoon. If these do not work for you, feel free to send me an email and we can make arrangements to meet at another time. Now, let's discuss the books you'll need. As you see on the syllabus, there are 2 books you'll need for this course. You need not purchase either of them, however, as there are several copies of each available in the library.
I like keeping my books for future reference, so I would prefer to buy both books. Are they available in the bookshop?
The first one is, but the second one must be purchased from Buster's Books. Do you know where Buster's Books is located?
Roughly, but do you have an address?
Yes. The address is 3419 Young Street in Brighton.
Right, I know where that is. Do you know how much the books cost, approximately?
I think the one at the university bookshop is about £20 and the one at Buster's is about £15. So that's a total of £35 for the 2 of them.
You now have some time to look at questions 27 to 30. Now listen to the rest of the discussion and answer questions 27 to 30.
Great. Can we talk a little about the coursework required?
Of course. There are 2 essays, 1 midterm exam and 1 final exam.
Wow.
Yes, but at this level I don't believe just having 1 essay or 1 final exam determine your entire class. I like arranging it so that a student can have a chance to reflect on their ability and understanding of materials throughout the term.
That makes sense. So, what are the percentages associated with each assignment and exam?
The first essay is worth 15%, the second is worth 25%, the midterm exam is worth 20%, and the final exam is worth 40%. Would you like to talk about the first essay? It is due next Friday.
Yes, could we?
Of course. The essay should be approximately 1,500 words and the topic must be chosen from the list.
And can I get a copy of the list?
There is one attached to your syllabus.
Right. So, do we have to tell you what topic we are writing on beforehand?
No, it's all right. You only have to notify me if you want to do a topic that is not on the list.
Right. Is the essay due in class or can we submit it by email?
I would accept essays without penalty until midnight after the class it's due. So yes, you can submit it by email, hand it in during class, or submit it to the department office. If you submit it to the office, make sure to get a timestamp put on it so that I can be sure the paper was submitted on time. And also, be sure to make...
That is the end of section 3. You will now have half a minute to check your answers.
All right, students, use that half minute to check your answers. Okay, so let's get back to the beginning of this. Okay, everyone, here we go. So I'm going to keep the screen bright so we can see that table question in a moment. So it's just my silhouette right now, but no worries. Here we go. So question 21, you had to choose the correct letter A, B, or C. This is multiple choice. In multiple choice, the strategy is you have to listen for the answer. Don't stare at the choices. Okay, so just a quick tip. A lot of times students ask me, I'm having difficulty with multiple choice in the listening. What should I do? And I think one of the big problems is a lot of students are just looking at the choices, okay? So my first tip here is in the listening section, multiple choice questions, it is a bad idea to just stare at the choices hoping that the answer will be mentioned verbatim and the answer will pop out at you. Okay, so does everybody know the meaning of verbatim? Yes, it's the name of a company, but there's actually a meaning to that word as well. Verbatim means word for word. So using the same words, okay? That doesn't really happen, especially in the third and fourth parts, okay? Verbatim lack tutor is not similar. Verbatim is literally the exact same, okay? It's not similar, it's the exact same. So the answers are usually paraphrased from the audio, so you will not hear the same words, especially in parts 3 and 4, okay? So what do you do? Instead, you have to pay careful attention to the question. Think about the way it will likely be stated in the audio and listen for the answer, okay? That's the key to multiple choice. That's what you have to practice, okay? If you are having trouble with this, use the transcripts at the back of your practice books to help you, okay? So that's the key. Do that for multiple choice and you'll be fine, okay? All right. So back to number 21. Urta says, nice. All right, Urta, thank you for the feedback. Number 21, why does the student go to see the professor? She has been in the hospital. She has been ill. She registered late. Correct answer, very good. Mohammed Nikhil Marjona, it is B. Yeah, she's been ill. She says, I've been quite ill for these past couple of weeks, and so I've missed some classes. All right, so B is correct. Use the capital letter, big B, okay? All right, then we get into this form completion. They're talking about the syllabus, and for those of you going to university, this will be the topic of many of your first day of classes in your biology, math, engineering, computer science, and so on. The professor will present you with a syllabus that will outline the major projects in the course, the schedule, the office hours, and so forth. So class times, when is this class time? It's something and something. Yeah, Monday is correct. You can use abbreviations. So you can actually just write MON to be quick for Monday. Okay? MON, MON, Monday. All right, very good. And where is it located? So they say the name here now. For common names, they might not spell those for you. They'll accept any correct spelling of the name, but they might not spell it for you like in part 1 and 2. So if you hear the word Richard or the name Richard or Sarah, you have to have at least one of the correct spellings. Syria says Juliet. Yeah. Okay, it's the Juliet building, correct. If you use the French spelling, that's also acceptable, but you have to have one of the correct spellings. So this is the English spelling of Juliet. This is the French spelling. Both would be okay. I think in Spanish too, you might see it like that. So either one are okay. Be careful in part 3 and 4 if you hear a common name like Dave, Sarah, Juliet, Mike, Richard. They might not spell those for you because a band 7 to 9 user of English knows the spellings of common English names. So if you have a chance to review some of those, it's a good idea. Students, if you're going to move to an English-speaking country to study or to live, I highly recommend learning some of the common names that you might come across. So this is another tip, and you might as well do that now. Just review them, and then when you're writing practice sentences at home, use these common English names. So many people who are doing the IELTS, that's why they're doing it. So if you are, I'm guessing you are, if you are planning to move to an English speaking country for school or work, I highly advise you to learn to write and pronounce common English names like Richard and Juliet. Okay, because it's awkward and it'll give you an edge. Okay, one way to do this is to use these names alternatingly during your studies at home when you are speaking and writing. So use different names at different times, okay? But definitely look into it, all right? Does everybody kind of follow what I'm saying there? Okay. Does everybody get what I'm saying with practicing English names when you're going to a country? It'll probably save you from some embarrassing moments as well. So it's a good idea. And it'll give you an advantage, especially when you're looking for work. Okay. All right. So make sure to do that. All right, I got a couple of yeses. Yeah, so look at a baby book of names and then look them up. Maybe some of you already know a lot of the English names, okay? All right, it's a good idea. Okay, when I went to Japan, that's what I did. I looked at a lot of the common Japanese names and learned them. Hiro, Yuki, Watanabe, and so on. Okay, first and last names. Okay, so let's get back to it. Here we go, okay? Number 24, so in this column, we have the details. In this column, we have the title. So class times, Monday, Thursday. Location, Juliet Building, room A313. Here we have Monday and Wednesday from 2:30 to 4. So what is on Monday and Wednesday from 2:30 to 4? You need 2 words here. Gorky says it's office hours. You're correct. Common noun. Now, if we're looking at the way that this is written, it's written with large L, so we could do that. Okay, so we can go office hours. Okay. They will give you the mark for that, for sure. If you write it all lowercase, it is a common noun, so it's fine. But you can take a hint from these, right? So required books, obviously they'll take capitals there. Okay? All right. So the required books, book 1, available at the bookshop. What's the cost of that book? So here, for number 25, you see the pound symbol, the British pound, sterling pound. And how much does it cost? Yeah, Rams, very good. Very good, everyone. 20 pounds. Okay, it's not too bad. You just have to make sure that you follow with it. Book 2 is available at Something Books. Cost is 15 pounds. Where can we get that second book? They say it about 2 or 3 different times. So where do we get book number 2? Okay, not posters, something different. This is for number 26. Yeah, Jagannathan, it's Buster's books. Buster's books. So you can show possessive, Buster's books, or plural, Buster's books. It's fine, they'll take it. You do need the S. They say the name about 2 or 3 times. And another point for part 3 and part 4 is you have to hear the phonetics. So Buster's. A Band 8 or a Band 9 English user, even if they hear this word for the first time, just from hearing the word and knowing the spelling of the English language, will be able to get Busters. So Buster's. Okay? Buster's books. All right. So far, so good. And yeah, I mean, if you're going to study in the US or Canada or Australia, you definitely want to attend your first class with the syllabus. Professors often cover some very important points in this class. And you want to pay attention so you know where to go and what to do. Coursework, first essay, 15%. Midterm, 20%. Something is 40%. So what is the second essay worth? Using logic, 25%, right? 25 plus 15 is 40, plus 20, 60, plus 40 is 100%. So even if you miss this, just adding up these 3 numbers and then minusing it from 100, you will get the answer 25%, right? So logic will also help you there. Okay, number 28, first essay, second essay, midterm exam. Last one, Carolina says, the last one is a final exam. Yep, it's not exams, not plural. Okay, exam, look at that, no plural. Okay, final exam, it's just one. This is one class. So if you put an S, you'll get it wrong. Okay, no S. And you have to have final exam, okay? Final is not enough, all right? Final is not enough. So Radhika, ear, if you write just final, you'll get it wrong because it's final what? Final paper, final project, final essay, final oral exam. We don't know, right? So you have to have final exam. Okay? That has to be there, right? So be careful. 2 words in this case. Okay. Next. Write no more than 2 words. Here we can brighten up our lives a little bit now because we've gotten through that bright portion of the backdrop. Okay, so how long should the first assignment be approximately? Okay, you have to be very careful here as well. It's 1,500 words. Okay, 1,500 words. 1500. You need both. Again, because we don't know. Is it sentences? Characters? Pages? Okay. No, it's words, all right? 1,500. 1,500. Equals 1,500, right? So 1,500 words is correct. Okay. All right, everyone. One more question. This is kind of an interesting one. make sure to review this question carefully. This inference type question. This is where you have to listen to the audio, understand it clearly, and then you can answer. So the student's class ends at 11:30 a.m. on the day the paper is due. Decide whether a paper handed in is on time or late. Write the correct letter, A to B. Next to question 30. A, the student receives a late penalty. B, the essay is on time, no penalty. Okay. 30, the paper is handed in at 5 p.m. the same day. So 5 p.m. classes are over. Dropped off at the department office with no timestamp received. A or B? Okay. The correct answer is A. The student receives a late penalty because the professor says make sure to get a timestamp so I know the paper is handed in on time. So the professor is not going to see this essay until the next day, and any paper that's received before midnight is considered on time. So in this case, the professor doesn't know if the student dropped off the same day or the next morning. So the correct letter is A. Pay attention to words like no. Okay, so no timestamp received. Okay, everybody's clear on that? No timestamp. It's a missing timestamp. Okay, all right. So, question. Yeah, Mohammed said you got 7. What did you get out of 10? Your goal for part 3 should be roughly 7 or more. Okay, so this is your goal. You still have challenging part 4 coming up, so you do not want to lose too many marks at this time yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, Legend, the 33 is good. I think 33 is like a band 7, something like that, maybe 7.5. Okay. But we're not there yet. We're not finished. We have part 4 to go. Any questions about part 3? Does anybody have a question that they'd like me to discuss in more detail about listening part 3? Okay, remember members, you have a Q&A session tomorrow, so you'll be able to ask me. Yeah, Furkan, you can write all of the letters in uppercase. Just remember, Furkan, that writing all uppercase is slower, and you can make mistakes in the spelling easier, so careful about that. It's good to write all lowercase, and then when you transfer your answers, write all uppercase. If you're doing the computer-based exam, you just hit caps lock, okay? Roshan says multiple choice questions are so challenging. Roshan, I just explained multiple choice earlier in the class, so watch the start of this video, the first 20 minutes, and you will see it. Sundar says, I couldn't hear the word Juliet. Instead, I heard the word Julia only. Sundar, you would get it wrong. Julia and Juliet are 2 different names. It's listening in English. You have to be able to hear the difference. Yes, Mohammed, if one letter is wrong in the word, it will be marked wrong. Okay? All right. Okay, everyone, let's go on to part 4. Remember, this is going to be something about the T-Rex. So here we go. Listening part 4, the final part. Let's do this. Put your answers into a separate document. Okay? All right. Let's jump back to our website where we have all of our practice exams and all our goodies. And we'll start the audio and let's get going. Use a headset and turn up the volume if it's quiet.
Now turn to section 4. Take some time to questions 31 to 40. Listening section 4. You will hear a lecture about the dinosaur Tyrannosaurus rex. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Good evening, class. If you are registered for Anthropology 322, you are in the right place. Today we will be talking about the most famous of all dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus rex, or T-Rex as it is commonly referred to. This dinosaur has a fearsome reputation, mainly due to popular culture films and books. In this class we will be discussing the facts regarding the Tyrannosaurus rex, as opposed to its Hollywood depiction. Tyrannosaurus rex lived from approximately 80 to 65 million years ago. Of course, the reason it died out 65 million years ago is the same reason all of the dinosaurs died out at that time: a massive asteroid which hit the Earth and destroyed almost all life. The period in which the Tyrannosaurus rex lived is known as the Late Cretaceous period. This reality is in contrast to fictional portrayals, which often cast the T-Rex as living in the Jurassic period. In fact, T-Rex did not come to be until 65 million years after the end of the Jurassic period. Tyrannosaurus rex was a meat-eater, but it is not entirely clear whether it killed its own prey or if it merely scavenged the prey of other dinosaurs. In our minds, we imagine T-Rex fighting to the death with other dinosaurs, but it is not known for sure whether this is the truth. Tyrannosaurus rex was a large dinosaur. Not nearly the largest, mind you, but still large by any standards of modern-day wildlife. The dinosaur's length was approximately 12 metres, its height could reach 6 metres, and it weighed anywhere between 5 and 7 tonnes. That weight is the equivalent of about 80 average-sized human beings. If humans had been around back then, we would have been the perfect size for an afternoon snack. The location of T-Rex fossils discovered is very interesting. They have been found in western North America, as far south as Texas and as far north as Alberta, and they have also been found in Eastern Asia, mainly in Mongolia. How is this possible? How can fossils be found in such different regions of the world? The answer is what geologists call continental drift. The continents have not always been in the same location. They have shifted, and around the time of T-Rex, Western North America and Eastern Asia were connected. This explains perfectly the discovery of the fossils in the different locations. One of the more well-known interesting facts about Tyrannosaurus rex is that it had extremely short arms. They measured only about 1 metre long, which is very short when you consider the size of the dinosaur. To put such small arms in perspective, it would be as if humans had arms that measured only 10 centimetres. What use would they be? Well, that is one of the questions that has led scientists to believe that T-Rex was a scavenger and not a predator. It is very difficult to believe that it could have been an effective predator, with arms being so important for hunting. Another fact that leads scientists to believe T-Rex was a scavenger was its extremely strong sense of smell. This enabled T-Rex to smell carcasses over long distances, giving it a big advantage as a scavenger. On the other side of the argument, T-Rex had very large serrated teeth, which would have been perfect for tearing through the tough skin of other dinosaurs. If T-Rex was a pure scavenger, it may not have required such teeth. Another interesting point about their teeth was that they were replaceable over time. Unlike humans, who grow only 2 sets in a lifetime, T-Rex's teeth could be replaced over and over throughout a lifetime. Again, this is evidence that they were, at least in part, likely predatory.
That is the end of section 4. You will now have half a minute to check your answers.
All right, so that's section 4. And now we'll go through the answers together. Here we go. So question 31, you had to listen to a couple of different facts about the T-Rex. And the question here was, which of these events happened 65 million years ago? Now, another important strategy or tip that can help you with multiple choice is logic, so using your logic. So here we have some facts. The dinosaur became extinct. Tyrannosaurus rex came into existence. Tyrannosaurus Rex died out. A large asteroid hit the earth? Is it A, 1 and 3, or B, 1, 2, 3, 4, or C, 1, 3, and 5? So which one is the correct answer? Yeah, the correct answer is C. So correct answer is C. It's 1, 3, and 5, right? So large asteroid hits the Earth. Here's the Earth. Here's the giant asteroid. Boom, it hits the Earth. And dinosaurs become extinct, especially the large ones. T-Rex is a large dinosaur, so T-Rex dies out. But T-Rex comes into existence much earlier. So T-Rex comes into existence millions of years before. Okay, so B, or sorry, number 2 here is not possible, but logic tells me, okay, here's our T-Rex. All right, with his short little arms. There's our T-Rex, kind of looks like Godzilla. And T-Rex gets hit by this massive asteroid, and poor T-Rex dies out along with the other dinosaurs, right? So use logic, okay? Logic is your friend. Logic will help you solve multiple choice answers. Okay, everybody's good? Yeah? Logic? Logic is good. All right. About 40% of answers in both the listening and reading sections of IELTS can be solved by using solid logic, as long as you understand the questions. Okay. Radhika likes the cute little dino. Yeah, too bad they croaked. That would be kind of a scary world if they were still around. Okay, so number 32, Tyrannosaurus rex lived during which time? A, the Jurassic period, late Cretaceous, or the late Triassic period. When did T-Rex live? During which time? A, B, or C? The correct answer is B, the late Cretaceous. Okay? Jurassic was way before T-Rex. Okay? In Hollywood, they say Jurassic Park because it sounds good. If the movie's title would be The Late Cretaceous Park, it just doesn't sound as good. Hey guys, I just saw an awesome movie. It's called Late Cretaceous Park in the theater. No. Hey guys, I just saw an awesome movie called Jurassic Park. Ooh. Okay, so Hollywood is not the same as reality. Careful. Late Cretaceous, it's B. Okay, correct answer, B. Okay. All right. Okay, how tall was T-Rex? 12 meters, 6 meters, 7 meters, A, B, or C? Jazz says it's B. The height of T-Rex was about 6 meters. That's correct. It was B. Okay. All right, again, logic. It's not going to be as, it'll be longer than it's going to be taller so that it doesn't fall over easily. Write no more than 2 words for each answer. Number 34, the theory which explains why fossils are found in different regions of the world. Here you had to listen for this. This is, of course, testing your English ability at the Band 9 level. So what was the theory? She says called. She says it's called something. Nikhil says continental drift. That's right. Continental drift. Okay, that is what it's called. Very good. Okay. So make sure to spell that right. Most of you have, from what I can see. That's very good. Okay, now here we had completing the table, and they basically gave you the answers. So Tyrannosaurus rex is either a predator or a scavenger, so it's one of those two. The spelling is there. All you had to do was copy the correct word into the correct place. So don't overcomplicate. For most of the questions, that's all you had to do. Okay, or sorry, for 2 of them anyway. Extremely something arms. Arms are important for hunting. Number 35, short. Yeah, very good. A lot of you got that. That's fantastic. So extremely short arms. Arms are important for hunting. So if arms are important for hunting and they have short arms, then probably T-Rex was a what? Very good, members. Very good. Carolina, Rashika, Nick Hill, fantastic job. Sandeep says, well, it's probably a scavenger. I mean, with these little tiny arms, it's hard to throw a good punch. Scavenger. Okay. So, yeah, T-Rex was probably a scavenger. I mean, what are those little short arms good for? Just picking at the bones of the dead animal. Okay. Scavenger, it's like a crow. It eats dead animals. Okay. Scavenger. It finds its food. Okay. Strong sense of smell, able to detect carcasses from long what? Long distances. Yeah, and the tricky part here is it was countable. So distances with an S. Be very careful about that. Also suggests T-Rex was a scavenger. Large serrated teeth. Serrated teeth basically means that the teeth of T-Rex, okay, was kind of like this, like a serrated knife, okay? So it's sharp, kind of like that, right? Serrated. This kind of pattern, when you have a knife that has that kind of a blade, oftentimes a steak knife has that kind of a blade, that's called a serrated edge, serrated, okay? All right, so large serrated teeth, able to tear through tough skin. I see skin there. Bread knives are serrated. 39, if it was able to tear through tough skin that's not rotting or coming apart, then probably T-Rex was not maybe a scavenger, but was a predator, right? Again, don't misspell the word. It's right there, okay? Predator means a hunter. It hunted its prey. Okay, last word. Something teeth. Did not have to be careful with the teeth. It's a predator. Okay, so it was just aggressive. It could just go at its prey. It did not have to be careful. Either that or other dinosaurs were really tough to chew, so you never know. But what's that last? Yeah, sure, yeah, very good. Replaceable. So can be replaced. Replace. R-E-P-L-A-C-E, replaceable, A-B-L-E, replaceable, replaceable teeth. Okay, very good. All right, this is one of the easier part 4s, I think. Sometimes you get lucky and the topic's interesting and the answers are a little bit easier to catch. Some of them are more tricky. What did you get out of 40? So for those students who were here yesterday as well, what did you get out of 40? Okay. Part 4, you're looking at 6 or more for sure. Okay. So if you go to our website, at the bottom of our website, you will find this score calculator. I'll show you that. It's probably a little bit bright right now, but there it is. So there's a nice score calculator for you at the bottom. You click on that score calculator and you will find just this basic simple little calculator where you have listening here and you have your reading and then you can type in your score. So like Mohammed Azat says 30. So Mohammed, you'd get a score of band 7. Okay. Again, that's on the website at aehelp.com and also in the general at gieltshelp.com. Surya says 35. So Surya, that would be a band 8. Okay. Furkan 35 as well. That's band 8. Marjona 36. Band 8. Okay. All right. Let's see, 38, Moria. That would be an 8.5, okay? Kingsley, 30 would be a band 7, as we just saw. Okay, everyone, you can check those out on your own at the websites. Again, visit us at aehelp.com and glshelp.com. aehelp.com is for academic. glshelp.com is for general. And we're promoting our new Instagram pages as well. And so for that promotion, you can use the code INSTA25 and you'll get a 25% discount on our websites from the premium packages. Hope you enjoyed today's and yesterday's listening class. We've got lots more videos for you on our YouTube channel, and we've got loads of HD video lessons and strategies on our website, as well as original practice exams, mobile apps, where we are world leaders when it comes to IELTS test preparation. So check us out. That's it for today. Much love to all of you from the heart of Europe. I'm Adrian, signing out. See you tomorrow.